All right, here we go. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes? Welcome back to your potentially favorite Nigerian podcast. Bear with me, your host, General Prime. I just had to have a sip of my beer, man, because this is actually going to be the last beer I have for the rest of the year. We are currently on the last day of July, and so we've completed 7 months of the year already, which is just wild. It's kind of crazy how this year just went by so fast. As in, just yesterday, you know how people usually complain that January is usually too long, right? But January this year was just went by breezily, so effortlessly. Like nobody even knew when January. My birthday is on my birthday is on January, right? And it just came and just went and just disappeared. And as 2023 is supposed to be like the new year, right? 2023 is supposed to be like the year when everybody tries to understand themselves a lot better, tries to learn about themselves a lot better, and tries to get their shit together, right? And 2023 is supposed to be the year when everybody's healing. It's kind of crazy that the year 2020 was 4 years ago, right? 2020 was for the pandemic, the whole COVID-19, the lockdown, everything happened 4 entire years ago. If you think, there's this news I just saw recently where a 14-year-old girl went missing in 2019, and she just showed up last week. She came back from wherever she ran away to, and she's 18 years now. And it kind of baffled me because she was a child. She was a literal child when she ran away from home. And it doesn't even seem like 2019 was that far, as in it doesn't even seem like 2019 was 5 years ago. But as in 2019 was actually if you had sex in 2019 and you got your part, if you got pregnant in 2019 and you gave birth in 2019, your child is 5 years old right now. It's kind of crazy how time is just effortlessly flying, and where the time is going, we cannot even know. We don't even know where time is going. It's just kind of crazy that 5 years have just gone by like nothing happened. And now this is the last when this is 31st of July right now, and tomorrow is going to be the 1st of August, and before you know it, the year will be over. And most people set out to have a lot of achievements this year. Most people set goals this year. Most people set dream. Most people decided that they were going to accomplish most of their dreams this year. And 12 months is supposed to be a long. Do you remember? I don't know if anybody can remember when 12 months used to be like this. Used to be a really long time. You understand? When somebody says the whole year, when anybody talks about an entire year, that's 365 days. That's 12 entire months of mostly 31 days each, or mostly 30 days each. You understand? But now everything is just happening so fast. We're now literally living a fast life where I cannot even remember the month of. Can anybody remember the month of May? May is the middle child. No, not May. March. March is the middle child that nobody really gives that much attention to, or nobody really just pays as in attention to, or gives that much care, or gives a fuck about. It's the year just I'm just trying to say right now is that the year is moving so fast, and so many things are happening so quickly that you don't even have time to remember what happened the previous day, because five more things have happened already today. And whatever happened, this is the best time for I feel like this is the best time, right, for celebrities to have controversies. If you're in the public eye, if you're an influential person, if you're kind of maybe a politician or a celebrity, a musician, an actor, or whatever, anybody that's in the public eye, anybody that is an influential figure, right? I feel like this is the best time for you to for you to commit to air to commit some sort of blunder, to commit some sort of atrocity, some sort of controversy. You understand? Because nobody is going to like give two fucks, more than two fucks about it. Yeah, people are going to talk about it, but it's not going to last for two more than 2 days, or it's not going to like it depends on how influential you are, or depends on how popular you are. It's not going to last for like more. If you're very very popular, it's not going to last for 2 days. But if you're mildly popular, it's going to last for at least half a day before everybody moves to the next thing. You understand? This is how man, these people have come with this their fucking siren again. I don't know what the fuck these people are always. I don't know why it's always this time. I don't know why it's always now. And I feel like these ambulance people, right? You know how in Nigeria, I don't know, most people that are listening to this are probably Nigerians. Hold on, let me just drink this beer. Most people that listen to this podcast are most probably Nigerians. And you know how in Nigeria we like the Nigerian police always like they whenever you hear a convoy, you know that okay, these people have started this their wahala again. Like they're not going anywhere, they're not in any haste, they just want to like showcase that their cheap power that they have. And so when they are riding in their convoy, they'll be blasting the siren and just disturbing the peace. And they don't do that anywhere else, in at least in most civilized societies, in most civilized countries. They don't do that. Only in like third world countries where people want to like portray their cheap power, the cheap power that they have. Most countries don't do that. But the only time that they do it is when like there's actual stuff that is going on, like there's an actual emergency, right? That is the only time that they do it, when maybe like they're chasing, when police like chasing somebody, or maybe when like an actual presidential figure, like the actual president, is like passing through that road, or when the ambulance is passing. And the only time that I've heard like police people here blaring their sirens, like maybe when they want to like pull somebody over. It doesn't happen. It rarely happens. And so the only time that I hear the sirens is when like the ambulance, and they're like trying to rush to the hospital, or they're trying to rush to like an accident, to trying to like go and get somebody that is like, you know, dying or something. But I feel like these ambulance drivers have kind of learnt. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how. Maybe they've picked up the Nigerian method where they are not in a haste, or they're not going for somebody's aid or something like that. They just want to like exert that power that they have. They just want to like get to wherever it is that they're going to really quickly. And so they just turn on the siren. Maybe there might be nobody in the back of the ambulance or something like that. They just want to like, like this place, when the siren is on, all every vehicle has to give way for the ambulance to pass. And so, and I feel like this is just one loophole that they've kind of like figured out, and they're just using it frivolously. That is the best word I can come up with. So yeah, back to what I was saying. The year is running so fast, and today is the last day of July, and tomorrow is going to be the 1st of August, and before you know it, the year will be over. And so many people set out to have a lot of accomplishments this year, and it feels like there is not, as in, even though like 7 months have passed already, it feels like we don't really have that much time. Do you understand? Like we don't really have that much time to accomplish whatever goals that we have set out to accomplish. To like, I don't know. We don't. There is no. They, as in, I feel like they should increase every year should no longer be like 12 months. Every year should be at least 18 months. Do you understand? Because so that people will have a lot more. There is no time again, bro. All I'm trying to say is that there is no time again. Whatever you want to do. See, there's something that there's something that I recently learned. There's something that I learned about. Is as in I was scrolling like randomly, as you do every day. You're scrolling through your timeline, and you're just like brain deadly scrolling. And then I saw this video where The Rock was talking about day one or one day. Like the difference between day one and one day is like 1,000 years, bro. It's like you either continue to procrastinate and postpone whatever it is that you want to do, and you keep saying one day I'm going to do it. When I get to that bridge, I'm going to cross it one day, one day, one day. Or or you can just like brute force it, or you can just like force yourself and discipline yourself and like, you know, motivate yourself enough to start it right now. Like, you know how people always wait to have a new year's resolution. Like they're just, I've talked about this so many times and under so many iterations, but there doesn't have to be, you don't have to wait for the new year to start whatever it is that you want to do. I know, like, new year comes with this fresh new perspective and fresh new, you know, perspective of life, prospect of life. But like, for example, now there is this stuff I usually do every month. Should I say every month? Like every, like, for example, now last month I worked out literally every day. I stayed away any from every processed food, sugar. I stayed away from, like, I didn't smoke last month, like literally everything, and I ate only once every day, and I worked out literally every single day. Like I didn't miss a fucking single day, right? And I did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Like I worked out every fucking single day last month. And then this month was like my cheat month, where I allowed myself to like have ice, because because why would I have ice cream, bro? Do you know how hot? Like, this is just me making an excuse, right? I'm just trying to like give an excuse for my action, but a justified excuse, like a relevant and, you know, a logical and understandable excuse. It's like this month has been, as in, excruciatingly hot. Everybody understands that, right? So thankfully, last month was the month where I was doing my intense exercise. I was doing my OMAD. OMAD means 1 meal a day. I was like, I stayed away from processed food. I didn't have any processed food. I didn't have any like sugar. I didn't have any processed juice or chips or whatever. I didn't have any ice cream. The only thing I drank the entirety of last month was just water, and I ate only once a day, and I worked out every single day. And so, yeah, my excuse for this month is understandable, and thankfully it was last month that I did it, because this month has just been unnecessarily hot, has just been hellishly hot. Do you understand? And so, yeah, this month happened to just be my cheat month, where I had to like have ice cream. I had to like have beer. I had to like have a few chocolate bars, stuff like that, just to allow myself to like chill. And I mean, in Nigeria, here in Cyprus, a Nigerian just died. Like that was last week, right? He was found in his apartment, dead. And there are speculations as to what must have happened. Probably, maybe because of the heat. Probably because of how, maybe the guy does not have any job on the island, and he must have been hungry, no friends, and probably, or might have been depression. Do you understand? Like there are a lot of things that must have constituted to his demise. We don't know, but we can only speculate. So, and one of my theories is that the isle everywhere is hot, and if you don't have a strong will, bro, this island is not for you. If you don't have a strong will, you cannot survive. Like, bro, this place is hell. You cannot survive if you're not strong willed. So, rest in peace to that dude, that Nigerian guy that died. I don't know where I was going with this, but what I'm trying to say is all I've been trying to say, what all it boils down to is that, um at the end of the day, like, this July was hot, and it happened to be like my cheat month, and I had like a few, I just allowed myself to indulge, basically. But next month now, August, I'm going to like go back to my OMAD. I'm going to go back to working out every single day. I'm going to go back to no more sugar, no more processed food, no more ice cream, no more beer, nothing of that stuff. Just like working out and being motivated and being disciplined. And I've done like I started. I've been doing it all through last year, right? One month in, 1 month out, 1 month in, 1 month out. But the thing there is that like every month I learn new stuff. Like in every month I learn new things, and then I implement those things, and I actually see results. Do you understand? So you don't have to like wait for a new year, or wait, or like you don't have to implement this. You don't have to like keep pushing things and keep saying that when you get to that bridge that you're going to cross it. You don't have to keep saying one day I'm going to do it. Like the difference between one day and day one is like 1,000 years, because the more you keep saying, what that means is that the more you keep saying one day, one day, one day I'm going to do it, time keeps going. Like time keeps passing. Like you see how fast this year is going right now, how like just unnecessarily fast this year is going. That's how time just keeps going, and we keep getting closer to our graves. And you keep saying one day, one day, one day, one day you're going to do it, one day you're going to do it, and before you know it, a thousand years have passed, and and you're still procrastinating, and you're still saying one day I'm going to do it, one day I'm going to do it. But it gets to a point when it gets to a point when one day you're going to reach one day, and you're going to be like, why, as in it's going to weigh so much on you that you can no longer, like, the procrastination is no longer, like, you can no longer continue with the procrastination, and you just have to do it. Do you understand? And when I don't know whether that has anything to do with predeterminism, when where, like, for example, now it has been predetermined that this is the time. Like, it has been predetermined that when whenever you choose to do whatever it is that you want to do, it is actually the time that was predetermined for you to do that stuff that you set out to do. I don't know whether that has anything to do with predeterminism, but let's not go too deep into that right now. Let's just focus on this topic that I'm trying to like dissect and, like, explain in real time, and like kind of flesh out, and you know try to make sense of it. So, where what the day that you decide that this is the day that you decide that it is time for you to do what you've been putting away for so long. That is the day that your life literally begins to change. It might not, like, we don't, like, for example, now I just cut my fingernails, like, fucking, I don't know, last week. I think it was last week that I cut my fingernails. I cannot remember. But I was like, okay, yeah, I'm due for like another, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks or something. And then yesterday I noticed that they were grown again. It's like, when did these things grow? I don't understand, man. What the fuck is going on? Am I mutating or something? And then I cannot even remember if it was last week that I caused it, but let's just say that for simplicity's sake, let's just do it. It was last week that I cut my fingernails, and I had to like cut them again yesterday. So, well, the point I'm trying to make is that we don't even know when our fingernails grow. That is the same way that the more you keep doing, the more you keep progressing, the more you keep doing what it is that you've set out to do, the more you keep putting more time and more effort and more consciousness and more discipline and more like creativity into it. Like, you will not know how much better you become and how much better you get at it. Like, you'll be so surprised when you think that you're still the same person that you were when you started it. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you yourself, you personally, you individually, you think that you're not progressing. You think that you're still the same person that you were. Like, the things that you knew were still the same things that you knew. And the way you thought you knew how to do it when you began initially, you think that it is still the same way you think you know how to do it, as you've been doing it for a while, not knowing that subconsciously, unknowingly, you would have picked up some things that you've learned along the way. You'd have picked up some experiences that you've gained along the way. And if you can compare yourself to where you are currently to where you were when you began, you see that you're a lot more efficient, you're a lot more better than you currently are than when you started, like than when you started. So that is why it is better for you to start right now than for you to keep putting and keep postponing and keep procrastinating and keep like just like keeping it into the like putting it way into the future. You understand? It's better for you to start right now. Like, and also you can start right now and fail. You understand? But failing doesn't mean that you have to like give up on. Failing doesn't mean that you have to like stop. Do you understand? Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. All right. So you can start right now, right? And maybe you're not disciplined enough. Like this whole thing about discipline, right? This whole thing about discipline, it comes like for me personally. I don't know how it works with other people, right? But for me personally, this whole thing about discipline, it comes in like there are times when I am hyper disciplined. You understand? Like there are times when I just want to like like I just want to like accomplish every goal and accomplish every task in one day. Like I just want to do everything. And there are times when I am a couch potato where I don't have strength, I don't have power. And no matter how much I try to motivate myself, it just never works. You understand? Like it just never works. And I think about it a lot because I try to like imagine myself as a parent. Like I try to imagine myself as a parent, like when I am married and when I have like kids or something, and I don't know if the way it is with me right now, where sometimes I am like hyper disciplined and sometimes I'm just like a couch potato where I don't have any motivation, where I don't feel like doing anything, where I just want to like lay in bed the entire day and just not do anything at all. And I try to imagine myself as a parent, if that is the same way I'm going to be if I'm a parent, or if if that's let's just call it like a bad character, because what else am I going to call it? If that bad character is going to be overwhelmed by the need and the by the need to be a good parent, and the consequence that follows if I don't live up to that, live up to that what is the right word to use, not to that statue of be is it statue, I don't know, live up to that live up to that, like, I don't know the right word to use, of being a good parent. Like, will there be a time when the fact that I'm a parent, um the fact that I am a parent, kind of like, or as in, was I don't know, man. I'm too drunk to like think straight. Will there be a time? What I'm trying to say, what the question that I'm trying to ask right now, and probably anybody that is listening to this can relate. Most probably will be able to relate to it. Is, will there be like, because sometimes I am usually lazy and sometimes I don't have enough discipline because my free will runs out and my discipline and my motivation and my strength runs out. Will there be a time when I am eventually a parent, that the fact that I'm a parent and my and and the need to be a good parent and to rise up to the occasion and to step up and to do the things that I am supposed to do, will there be a time when that will overwhelm my laziness and my lack of motivation and lack of discipline and lack and just I just want to chill in bed? Would there be a time when that would be overwhelmed by my need to be a good parent? That is the question I usually ask myself. So the discipline comes in phases, and you have to like master the art of discipline. You have to master, like, it is an art form. Like, this whole thing about discipline is an art form that it takes time to master. And I feel like I feel like discipline is not a kind of art form that takes a short time to master. Like the only people that have mastered discipline are just in my opinion, oh, like I might be wrong. You understand? But this opinion I have is based on my observation. So, in my opinion, based on my observation, the only people that have mastered the art of discipline are old people. You understand? And um I might be wrong, but I know that I'm wrong, but I feel like but there are a lot more old people that are a lot more disciplined because they've had a lot more experiences. So based on what I was talking about earlier, you might you might decide that okay, this is what I want to start doing right now, and I have to like motivate myself, I have to discipline myself to do it, and you might begin it, but the thing with we humans is that we have free will, and this is scientifically proven. There's this video I was watching one time before. There's this video that I watched one time where there was an experiment where they told some kids that um they put some kids in a room and then they gave them like marshmallows, and they told them that they were not supposed to like eat the marshmallows until they were told to. And so some kids didn't have enough discipline and enough free will to like to like what's the word I'm trying to look for right now, to like restrain themselves from like eating the marshmallows. And so some of the kids just like when the supervisors left the room, some of the kids like they were like little kids, they just like start eating the marshmallows immediately, while some kids like restrained themselves and waited until the time ran out. And like the whole crux of the matter is that the whole gist of the whole experiment was that if you're able to like restrain yourself from eating the marshmallow, you'll be given a much bigger prize. Do you understand? And as the experiments kept on going, it's like the kids that initially restrained themselves, right? And as the experiments kept on going, it came to a point when they could know as the what they call it, and as the potential like reward kept on getting better, just like the as the potential reward kept on getting better, the kids that initially were able to restrain themselves could no longer do that. Like at the end of the day, the whole information, the whole data that was collected was that free will depletes. Free will can get depleted, and you might decide that okay, this is something that I want to do right now. I have so much discipline, and I have so much free will to be able to control myself. But as time goes on, you find, I don't know if anybody else, because it has happened to me, it happens to me all the time. But I don't know if this has also happened to like anybody else. As time goes on, whatever free will and whatever discipline that I think that you've kind of curated and like you've kind of like what's the word that I'm looking for right now? Like you've saved up, it gets depleted and it kind of like dwindles and kind of like melts off as you keep using it, right? So what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, free will and discipline, they are not, they are finite, they get depleted and you have to like refill them. You have to, it takes time to like refill them. That's why this whole 1 month in, 1 month out kind of like exercise and like taking care of my body that I do all the time. I know there are some people that can go longer. Do you understand? And I'm trying my best to try to like learn and discipline myself how to like go a lot more longer. Like I'm trying to do like 2 months in, 1 month out, 2 months in, 1 month out. But it's been taking, as in it's kind of this is that's why I'm saying that this beer that I'm having right now, right? This beer that I'm having right now, I want to discipline myself to the point where this beer that I'm having right now is going to, not is kind of, no. If you say it's kind of, then you're not sure of yourself. If you say it's kind of, then you're not sure of yourself. Then you're definitely going to fail. So to correct myself, this beer that I'm having right now is going to be the last beer I have for the rest of the year. Do you understand? So from tomorrow being the 1st of August to the 31st of December, I'm going to like be working out every single day, and every and I'm going to stay away from alcohol. Even though the name of my podcast is Beer with Me, I don't know how. And another thing again is that if you say you don't know how you're going to do it, then you have already failed. So what you have to do is like you have to like stick, you have to like continue to focus on the target, focus on the goal. Don't like doubt. If you doubt the moment you doubt yourself, then you're failed. You've already like you have already failed. The instant, is it instant? The instant or instant, I don't know, man, that you doubt yourself, then you've already failed. So don't doubt yourself. So just keep to that. Just keep your eyes on the goal. So from the 1st of August to the 31st of December, no more alcohol, no more processed food, no ice cream, no chocolate, no biscuits, no chips, nothing. So the only thing I'm going to be having from tomorrow to the 31st of December is just water. You understand? Just water, and I'm going to be working out every fucking single day. Like sometimes I have this, sometimes I go all in. Like sometimes I just like I'm just I get that crazy and that hyped up and that filled with so much free will and motivation and discipline, and I do it. But I've never gone that long. Do you understand? And another thing again, why I'm doing this is because I don't know. It's like I don't like see when I'm kind of built. I'm not. It's not like I'm bragging or anything. It's not like I'm bragging, or it's not like I'm trying to like toot my own horn. No, I'm not doing that. But I'm kind of built like an African god. Do you understand? Like I'm not this kind of overjacked. See, everything is supposed to be in moderation. Do you understand? Everything is supposed to be in moderation, and um that also applies to this whole exercise and working out thing. There are some people that you see online, like for example now on Instagram, like all these Instagram fitness influencers and Instagram fitness models and stuff like that. And you see them so unnecessarily jacked, and you'll be like, why? Like this is no longer like it's no longer aesthetic. It's no longer like it's no longer for example, okay, like now to speak Igbo or Bana here also. Do you understand? Like, is if you don't understand what I'm saying, what I mean is that it has entered another thing. Like, you're no longer doing it for to be healthy. You're no longer doing it to be, to be fit. You're no longer doing it to keep your body in check. Do you understand? You're now doing it for something else. You're now doing it for nefarious reasons. Either it's because of the followers that you're getting, or either it's because of the money that you're getting from it, or either it's because of the addiction that you've gotten from it. And people go as far as like injecting themselves with steroids to look buff, to look unnecessarily hawkishly buff as fuck. Do you understand? And that is not the point. The point of this whole working out every day and being fit and being healthy is to be healthy, is to give your aging body a fighting chance, is to give yourself is to go as far and as long as possible without your body breaking down. That is the entire point of working out. That is the entire point of exercise. Do you understand? But there are people that do it because there are people that do it for nefarious reason. And another the final point I want to make is that there are people that do it because they have body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia doesn't only apply to people that want to like do plastic surgery and like inflate their lips, or like inflate their chins, or their cheekbones, or their breasts, or their fucking ass, or stuff like that. No, body dysmorphia, I think body dysmorphia affects a lot of people than you might even think. Do you understand? Like, it affects so many people so many people that you can't even imagine. But it affects people differently, and it affects some people more than it affects some other people. And then the people that it affects more end up like having plastic surgery, or end up like having injecting themselves with weird stuff and looking weird and having weird tattoos and having weird body modifications, and they just end up looking unusual because they just want to, like, because there's this image in their like the brain is kind of weird, right? So there's this image of themselves that their brain has conjured up, that they want to, that the brain wants them to look like. And so with and so I don't and so I don't even know where they get the money from. Like, you hear somebody, like, for example, now there's this guy in Japan now that is trending currently, that he decided to, like, he spent like $20,000 to make himself to look like a dog. It's like, what kind of weird ass fucking crazy ass madness is that one? So all these people that do these body modifications and do these plastic surgeries because of their insecure body dysmorphia. Like, the question I usually ask myself is like, where do they get the money from? It's like somebody you spend like $150,000 on surgery. Like, there's this I don't know if anybody has heard about this Ken Barbie, human Barbie, the male Ken human. I don't know, man. I don't know what I don't know. I don't, I don't know what to fucking call that nigga, man. But imagine a Barbie Ken doll, but in human form, right? They said the guy spent more than like $2 million on body modifications. Like, what kind of job are you doing that you're able to have $2 million, that you're able to use $2 million to spend on body modification? Like, the guy has like fake abs, he has like fake muscles, like he has fake everything about him entirely is fake. He has fake shins, he has fake calves, everything, literally everything in his body is like, I don't know whether it's plastic or silicone. So the question I always ask is like, where do these people get this money from? And I don't have the answer to that. So, but at the end of the day, right, what I'm trying to say is that this whole thing about exercising and trying to like work out every day, it shouldn't be anything more than trying to keep your body fit and trying to keep your body healthy and trying to like how far and how lasting that your body can go. Do you understand? It shouldn't be anything more than that. And but in my case, right? In my case, I don't like the way my body looks when like I indulge myself in like unhealthy foods. You understand? Like, I love how I look when I am like working out every day and I'm eating once a day and I'm sticking to just drinking water, no juice, no fucking packaged fruit juice, no processed foods, no sugar, no alcohol, nothing, just water and one meal a day, like, and working out literally the entire month. Do you understand? Like, I love how my body looks. But when I start drinking like alcohol, when I start like, and when I drink, I don't like drink one. Like, when I'm drinking, like, for example, now I'm not going to say like I am an alcoholic or anything. Do you understand? Like, the beers they sell here is like very, I don't know what I'm see the point I'm trying to make is that I don't like how I look when I indulge myself with these unhealthy habits. You understand? And I have come to the understanding that I have a I like I saw I'm not good. I don't know if it is right to say I suffer, but I've come to the understanding that I have like a kind of um I have a hint of body dysmorphia. Do you understand? Where there are certain things that I feel insecure. I know that there are a lot of people, regardless of how hot you are. Do you understand? Regardless of how fucking sexy you are, regardless of how hot you are, regardless of how ripped you are, regardless of how curvy you are, how fucking sexy you are. Like, I'm sure you've seen pictures of people or pictures of females on Instagram, right? You see like a very conventionally beautiful, sexy female, and she'll use like an emoji to cover her armpits or something, or she'll use like an emoji to cover one weird part of her body that she's not comfortable enough exposing. You understand? But to everybody else, girl is like very beautiful or sexy or hot or whatever. But to herself, she feels so insecure that she cannot expose that part of her body. And so instead of her not uploading the picture at all, she uploads it but uses an emoji to cover that section of her body that she's not comfortable with, she's not comfortable exposing. So everybody has like a certain level of, everybody suffers from a certain level of body dysmorphia, but there are people that it's more extreme in them. And so, but so in my case, right, I have like a very little tiny minuscule um uh little tiny minuscule level of body dysmorphia. That's why I don't like my body when, that's why I don't like my. I don't know if I don't know if it's weird talking about my body like this, but I'm trying to be relatable, and hopefully anybody that is listening to this can relate to whatever it is that I'm saying, whatever it is that I'm saying. Um, I don't like my body when I don't look good. Like I don't like my body. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror and seeing um flaws. Basically, I don't like, as in, when I look at myself in the mirror and I see things that I'm not happy with and I see flaws. Like they might not necessarily be conventional flaws, but just personal flaws that I find in myself that I don't like, that I want to like. For example, now I like another thing again I want to talk about is, bro, like you see people that have pot bellies, right? Like have enormous pot bellies. Like they cannot even be able to like see their own dicks. They cannot even be able to like see their legs or anything, bro. Their belly, their stomachs are so fucking large and so big and so filled with gas and fats and whatever else it is that it's filled with, and they're just existing like that, bro, man. And I always ask myself, like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, is it, and another question I ask God, another question I ask myself is like, what if like you stab this person, will they die? Or maybe if like put like stab them with a pin, like will it like deflect like a balloon? Or I don't even know what is going to happen. But whenever I see myself, like for example now, when I eat, when I gorge myself with like food and my stomach is like really really big, and I'm like, okay, my stomach is like kind of like, I don't know, a little bit big. Why am I saying these things, man? Why am I being so personal? um I don't like that. And I understand that that is a natural thing. Like when you eat a lot, like your stomach is going to like enlarge and inflate, right? That is natural. But when I drink and when I like fucking eat a lot of chocolate or ice cream or stuff like that, and look at myself in the mirror, I'm usually not happy with myself, because I'm always like, bro, why are you doing this to yourself? First of all, these things that you're eating are not healthy. This beer that you're drinking is literally not healthy. This ice cream that you're having now is like filled with a lot of like fucking chemicals and processed, and it's filled with sugar and stuff like that. This chocolate that you're having is either made by fucking slaves, or if it's not made by slaves, then it's filled with like a lot of sugar and a lot of like unhealthy stuff. So like, why are you having this stuff, bro? But I cannot help it, because these things are, even though they are kind of detrimental and dangerous for to the body and to the health, no, nobody will deny, nobody will deny that they are delicious, right? So once in a while you have to indulge. And so when I indulge and then I like gorge myself with all these things, and then I look at myself in the mirror, I'm always like, you fucking loser. I'm always like so cross with myself and so like angry with myself. So that's why I don't like letting myself go. Basically, that is the point I'm trying to make. I don't like letting myself go, and that's why sometimes and that's why I do this whole 1 month in, 1 month out. And when I'm in the 1 month out period, where I am like eating all the things that I like eating, having ice cream, having beer and stuff like that, it doesn't vibe well with me. And that's why I'm just looking forward to resuming my workouts tomorrow, and just I'm looking forward to like resuming the whole my whole ethics and my whole discipline routine and stuff like that, because it's I don't doesn't make any, I don't like it, bro. Like at the end of the day, like if I'm being honest with myself, if I'm being truthful to myself. Like, I don't like, I like the act, the very act of indulgence. Like, I love ice cream. I love vanilla ice cream. I love chocolate ice cream. Do you understand? And I love chocolate bars. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, we invented chocolate. Like, chocolate is not a natural thing. We humans, we invented it. Like, with our, is it ingenuity? Like, with how intelligent we are, bro, we invented something. Imagine giving a 13th century king chocolates, bro. That guy can give his kingdom, bro. Do you understand? That's not what I'm saying. Like, imagine a beautiful Nubian queen giving a 15th century fucking African king or like European king chocolates. He can give you half. He can you can give me his entire kingdom, bro. Because, bro, chocolate, bro, chocolate. See, I was watching. You know how I always watch this? How, how, how do they do it? Videos like how to make how they make cars, how they make swords, how they make engines, how they make a lot of things, how they make tomato sauce, how they make belts, like so many how to not I'm not talking about the 5 minute crafts bullshit too. I'm talking about like how they make things, how things are made. You understand? Like this kind of is the channel I'm subscribed to on is one of the channels I'm subscribed to on YouTube. And so earlier today I was watching how they make chocolates. And bro, come on. Chocolates. How will you just decide not to have chocolates? But like I said earlier, everything has to be in moderation. And if you don't keep yourself in check, if you don't moderate yourself, you're going to go overboard and you're not going to be happy with the outcome and the consequences that follows. So um yeah, I'm going to miss a lot of chocolates. Oh, come on, man. I'm going to miss chocolate. I'm going to miss ice cream. I'm going to miss like beer. And yeah, my fucking weed dealer has been out of the game for like, I don't know. He decided that he's not going to be selling weed again because right now Cyprus is too damn hot, both literally and fucking what was the other? Both literally and figuratively, because police, I don't know, the police are just disturbing everybody, man. And so the guy decided that he's not going to be selling weed. I don't even know what he did with the rest of the weed, but yeah, the nigga said he's not going to be selling weed. So I've not smoked in like a long time. You understand? So no more weed, no more alcohol, no more sugar, no more processed food, no more fucking chocolates, nothing of that stuff, nothing of that sort. And there are sometimes, do you know that like I've done this thing so much that I have begun to notice how odd water tastes. It's like when you're drinking water every single day. Like when water is the only thing that you're drinking literally every single day. Like I don't like when what I mean is that I eat only once a day. Like I eat only once a day, and I don't have any. There's no juice, no fruit juice, no alcohol, nothing, just water. And so when water is the only thing that you drink every single day, you begin to notice there are patterns that begin to show themselves, and you start to notice that water tastes weird. Do you understand how weird? Like people that, oh, no, I'm not. See, bro, there has never been a time in history where when water was the only thing that humans drank. There has always been something else, be it alcohol, be it like fucking weird as juices that they made. I don't know, but water has never been the only thing that humans drank. Do you understand? So, but for somebody that water is the only thing that he drinks, I don't know how even people in prison self don't drink only water. I'm sure. Well, depends on the prison anyway. If it's and yeah, let's not count prisons because okay, I'm sure people in prison can attest to what I'm trying to say. Like when water is the only thing that you drink, bro, it begins to feel weird. Like when you're drinking it, you begin to have this aftertaste. Like nobody would have ever thought that water has aftertaste. But if you're drinking water literally every single day and nothing else for fucking 30 days or more, you start to notice some things, that some properties and some elements that water has, that your taste buds might not have picked up previously, because they would have been tainted with the tastes of other things, like other sugary things. So just try and do this experiment. I don't know where I'm going with this, but just try and do this experiment. Don't drink literally anything else. No coffee, no juice, no fucking fruit juice, no alcohol, nothing. Just water for the next 30 days, and you understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's I don't know where else, I don't know what else to say about this, but Godspeed to me for the next 6 months. Is it 6 months? 7 months? No, wait, 6 months. Yeah, wait, is it 6 or 5 months? Yeah, 5 months. Um, yeah, Godspeed to me. So, what else is happening this week? I open. Listen, I don't know what is wrong with all these billionaires, right? Like, I don't understand these people that have. You see, no, I actually understand. Like, I do actually understand, because and why I understand, and what I mean is that these people that have amassed, bro, I'm so drunk, like my mouth is so difficult to move. While my mouth is so difficult to move, and so it's kind of getting a lot more difficult for me to speak. But I'm going to try my best. So what I'm trying to say is that these people that have amassed themselves with with so much money, let's not even try to use any adjective to describe it, because obviously you know my predicament right now. I'm fucking drunk. Hold on, let me drink something. These people that have amassed themselves with so much money, right? And to the point where they are now living, quite literally, in every sense of the word, a different reality from us. And they don't understand how life is. They don't understand how normal life is supposed to be. It's like, why? Now, listen, Elon Musk now, Elon Musk has changed Twitter from the conventional, most popular thing that everybody is used to some obscure, insignificant, obtuse, weird ass, like, I don't even know, like, just odd freeze X. Like, what is he trying? Okay, so he said that he wants to make Twitter the WeChat of the Western world. That's not the way to do it, bro. That is not the way to do it. There's this Chinese girl there's this Chinese girl I used to talk to back when I was in school, and we used to like she didn't have a WhatsApp, so obviously Nigerians, the messaging app that we use the most is WhatsApp, right? So, but she didn't have a WhatsApp because obviously she's Chinese, and that's kind of detrimental to them. So where we usually talked when we're not like hanging around was like on WeChat. Like I like, it's kind of crazy that I once had WeChat because of this Chinese girl, right? So WeChat is this Chinese app where you can do, quite literally, in every sense of the fucking word, anything you want to do. Like, WeChat is the is it culminate, when I'm drunk, man, I don't know how to use I don't know how to use words. The culmination of the entirety of the internet. Like, you can order like a barber on WeChat, you can order food on WeChat, you can order like clothes, you can buy a car on fucking WeChat, you can buy an apartment on WeChat, you can rent an apartment on WeChat, you can do, and you can chat with people, you can know what is going on, you can like, you can know the news, you can know what is happening on the news on WeChat, you can know who died, you can, bro, WeChat is like this online utopia that the Chinese Communist Party created. You understand? And so me and this girl, we used to like chat on we used to talk on WeChat. Like, she was in my fucking department back then, and we used to like talk. We used to like hang out. We used to like chill together. And she was like a fucking she was a what did she used to do? What is the what they call, like, she was an animator, yeah. And she was kind of, I don't know, man, I don't want to talk much about her. I don't know, man. It's been so long. But the point I'm trying to make is that I once had WeChat, and I used to talk to this Chinese girl back then on WeChat. And but and WeChat was this kind of rich, um in-depth, complex digital utopia where people could do anything that they wanted to do. And now, what's his fucking name? Elon Musk, right? Said that he's trying to recreate something similar to WeChat with Twitter. And so I don't, is it even with Twitter? I don't even know if it's Twitter that he's trying to use. But people that wait, let me just finish my points before I make my next point. But the way that he's going about it is entirely wrong. I don't know. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, or what is going on what is going on in his mind, right? Because I'm not a billionaire. The highest amount of money I've touched in my life is not more than like $10,000. Do you understand? So but yeah, this nigga has like, is it 200 billion? Bro, imagine, hey God, imagine touching $200 billion. Nigga, wait, what? Wait, oh, let me even ask this question, please. Oh, what can somebody imagine that you bro? Imagine that you woke up one morning. You know, there are people that have woken up one morning and their bank accounts have been credited with obnoxious amounts of money. Like, there's this news I saw one time where this woman woke up to, was it $30 million in her account? Like, it has happened so many times. Like, banks have mistakenly accredited people with money that's, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. But banks have made certain mistakes before, right? Now, imagine that happens to you, man. And you woke up one morning and your bank account is saying 200 not bro, come on, man. Not M, not M, B, $200 billion. That is what you have in your bank account. And the banks are like, there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot take the money back. You are now worth $200 billion. Nigga. What are you supposed to do with that much amount of money? Like, what are you supposed to do with what is somebody whose lifespan cannot be more than 100 years, cannot be more than 90 years? What is a man, a male, a mortal whose lifespan cannot be more than 90 years old? That is a minuscule amount of time, right? What is he supposed to do with $200 billion? What? Like, imagine I had $200 billion. Like, how many houses can somebody buy? Like, how many houses can somebody buy? How many? I love cars. I want, see, one of the things that I've been thinking about is that if I come in contact with money, like if I have money today, the first car I'm going to buy is a BMW E30 M3 Touring, right? And then I'm going to like resto mod it to like modern day specs. Maybe put an S54 engine in the. I know it's kind of like going to be too big. The bonnet is kind of too small to stuff in an S54 engine in, but there's nothing that money cannot, bro. There's nothing that money cannot. There's no problem that money. There are so many problems that money can solve, but not all. There are so many, but money can solve all materialistic problems. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let's be guided on that front. So yes, if I come into if I have money today, I'm going to put an S54 engine in a BMW E30 M3 Touring, right? And then I'm going to like resto mod it to modern day specifications and stuff, and probably going to like have like a fucking mansion where everybody in my family can be able to live in. Do you understand? So that I can be able to like see my family every single day, right? And maybe then I'm going to buy myself like a land cruise, Toyota Land Cruiser. What else do I need, man? And then I'm going to like build myself an enormous garden where I'm going to like have orange trees. I'm going to grow weed. I'm going to grow pineapples. I'm going to grow like not apples, because apples are not real fruits. Apples are just weird. Apples, like, I hate apples. Apples are not real. Do you understand? I don't know what people are doing with those. Do you understand? So, but I'm going to grow like bananas. I'm going to grow vegetables and stuff. I'm going to have like a lot of chickens and probably goats and stuff and cows. And that's it. That is it, though. That's it. That is just it. And I'm going to like have like a fucking PS5. But that is it. So maybe I am not thinking large enough. Maybe my dreams are too. You know how they say your dreams are not wild enough. Like, I have wild dreams, but my dreams are not wild enough for some people. Do you understand what I'm saying? But maybe that's the case. But we're talking about $200 billion. Like, no matter what you do, how many planes are you going to have? How many skyscrapers are you going to have? How much land are you going to like buy? Do you understand? Like, how much? What are you going to do? What is a mortal man supposed to do with $200 billion? Buy Twitter. Buy Twitter for 44 out of those $2 billion. That's one of the things that you can do, and then run it down to the ground. And that is basically what Elon Musk is doing right now. Because I was reading about this guy. His name is fucking Carlo Cipolla, right? He's a professor of economic history in the late 18th, I don't know, 1800s or something like that. I cannot remember. But basically, what this guy was trying to say is that, right? He has these 5 laws of human he came up with these 5 laws of human stupidity, and it's human stupidity doesn't necessarily mean that you don't like the as in the extent of the extent of human stupidity, right? The extent of human stupidity doesn't necessarily have to mean that as in, human stupidity doesn't care whether you're rich or you're broke or you're an intellectual or you're like, the stupidity as in encompasses every aspect of human, like, somebody can be a billionaire and still be stupid. That's the point I'm trying to make. You understand? Like, somebody can be a billionaire and still be stupid. Because, like, tell me what's Elon Musk, like, what is the point of changing the Twitter from what it has always been to X? Like, what is the point? And the excuse he's giving is that he wants to turn it into the WeChat of the Western world, which is not, first of all, it's not the right way to go about it. Do you understand? Like, everybody knows, even people that don't use Twitter know what Twitter is. Everybody knows, like, there are companies that are trying to recreate the sensation and semblance of what Twitter is. Do you understand? Like, there are companies there are startups that are trying to like recreate what Twitter is, and they have failed because they cannot. Twitter, it's like, Twitter is something that has it has taken so much time for it to have come to be what it presently is right now, today. The town hall of the entire planet Earth, where everybody can come together and talk about whatever it is that is on their minds without any shame. Everybody can shit talk on each other. Like, there is like this is where people can come to make noise. Do you understand? Even people that don't use Twitter at all know what Twitter is, right? People, like, for example, now people that have little business, like let's say someone that has like a taco truck, right? Someone that has like a very good taco truck that makes very good taco, right? Very good tacos. Obviously, he's going to have like um, his Instagram link on his taco truck. He's going to have like his Facebook link on his taco truck, and he's also going to have like his Twitter link on his taco truck. Okay, now that you've changed the name from Twitter to X, what is he going to put on his taco truck? If somebody wants to tweet something, now that you've changed it to from Twitter to whatever it is, that whatever the fuck it is I changed to. If I want to tweet something now, what the very act of me wanting to tweet something, what is it going to be called? If I want to retweet, like Twitter is the only, not the only, because also we have Google, right? Is it pejorative? Twitter is one of the apps that has its own vocabulary. Do you understand? Like if I want to do something on Twitter, it's called tweeting. It's called retweeting. Like that is how influential that is how you cannot say I want to Facebook. Even as influential as Facebook is, you cannot even say I want to Facebook it. That's just weird. You cannot say I want to Snapchat it. You cannot say I want to Instagram. That's just odd. To say I want to Instagram it is just fucking, you're just forcing it at this point. Yeah, you can say I want to, let's Google it. Like Twitter, as in what the point I'm trying to make is that there are not a lot of companies. You cannot even say I want to, as influential as Amazon is, you cannot say let's Amazon these products. Nah, that does not work. Just that the only company that rivals it is Google. Like if you want to search something on the internet, you say let's Google it, right? That is the only that is the only other company that rivals Google. You cannot even say I want to YouTube it, bro. Come on, man. You cannot say I want to, let's YouTube it. That does not make any sense. So this is how influential and this is how important Twitter is. I want to tweet this stuff. I want to retweet it. I want to quote tweet. Like this is how easy, this is how effortless it is. This is how effortless it is to use Twitter. This is how effortless and this is how important Twitter is to the humans, not even to like people that are tech savvy or whatever. This is how important Twitter is to the humans, to the human populace, to humanity itself. Do you know that the Taliban is also on Twitter? Like people that chop heads off, people that kill other people that blow people up, they are on Twitter because they too need their voices to be heard. Fucking Kim Jong Un is on Twitter. Do you understand? A lot of controversial people are on Twitter. And to repeat what I was saying, Twitter is very, very important. And the name and the logo, like the third most, is it the third? The third most recognizable logo on earth is the Twitter logo, seconded by the Superman logo, and then the first is obviously the Christian cross, right? The Christian cross is the first. Fucking the Superman logo is the second, and Twitter is the third most recognizable logo on planet Earth. This is how important Twitter is. And then these dons, it's like, yeah, you're a billionaire. I agree that you're a billionaire. You have 200, like you're intelligent, you're clever enough to have amassed yourself with 200 entire billion dollars. I'll give you that. Do you understand? But according to Carlos Chipola, right? According to Carlos Chipola, people can still be fucking influential. People can still be wealthy. Even they are like the most place, according to this guy, this economic historian, right? The place that you can find the most stupid people in one, the highest concentration of stupid people in one place is in the political climate. Like politicians are one of the most stupid people on earth. You understand? So let's just imagine that let's just imagine that Elon Musk is in that, like is in that same lane. Just to an extent, he's a politician, right? He's an influential person. So these dons now, this Elon Musk now, that we all agree is the wealthiest man in the world and has several companies and several albeit successful companies, right? And he owns Tesla, he owns SpaceX, he owns so many, he owns the what was it called, the fuck, I don't know, he owns a lot of companies, right? And he also happens to own Twitter, right? He might be successful in all these other companies. It doesn't necessarily mean that he automatically is also going to be successful in running Twitter. He's not running Twitter, he's ruining Twitter. Like, why change it? Why? If you want Twitter to be this WeChat of the Western world, why change? Like, what point? Like, what upgrade or what um advantage will you have in changing it? Like, for example, now earlier it started from yesterday evening. Like, anytime I open Twitter, from yesterday evening, anytime I open Twitter, like if I open the app, like I'll have this flash of the X logo. You understand? Like I'll have this flash of the X logo, and I started suspecting. I was like, ah, man, so this guy is actually serious with this dumb shit, man. I even, yeah, I'm a nobody. Obviously, I am a nobody, and I don't assume in a billion years that Elon Musk will see my tweets. Do you understand? But I tweeted the nigga. I was like, bro, this stuff that you're doing does not make any sense. God. Ah, why did I ever think that Elon Musk will see my tweets? That is just that's just obnoxious, man. So, but I tweeted him. I tweeted him. I was like, bro, this stuff that you're doing does not make any sense. Just let it go back to the way it was before. Let it just put it back the way it was before, man. And well, it is he didn't see the tweets, obviously. But then then today, like the Twitter app, like the normal blue bird Twitter logo that we all know, changed on my phone, and it is now this black X, black white X in black background. I'm like, cut. So this guy has finally changed this thing. Ah, he does. See, the truth of the matter, the honest truth. Do I still have beer? A minute. Hold on. I still have beer. A minute. That's the last beer of the year, ladies and gentlemen. The last beer of the year. So, the honest truth of the matter is Elon Musk is killing Twitter. He has already killed Twitter because he has removed the logo, he has removed the name, he has changed the whole verification stuff where you now have to like pay $8 a month to be verified. Like, he has changed the entirety of Twitter, and like it is no longer the way it used to be before. Sometimes change is bad, you know. Sometimes change is bad. Change is not good in every instance. Like, there are cases where change is good, there are cases where change is bad. And in this particular case, the changes that he has made are very bad changes. And I don't know where he's going to take this to. I don't know where this is going to go from here onwards. I don't know how what is going to happen from here onward, but from here onwards. But it is not looking good at all, at all, at all, at all, in any sense of the word at all. And that's that about that. There is nothing else I can say about this. I've been talking for a while now, and I've been trying my best to like keep up with my mouth. Like, my brain has been trying its best, or should I say, my mouth has been trying its best to keep up with my brain, because my mouth is too slow to to output what my brain has been inputting into it. So I feel tired right now. Yeah, that's that's that about that. In this life, we have to be disciplined. We have to try our best to be disciplined. And also, Elon Musk is ruining Twitter. Yeah, that's what I don't know. You see, is that what happened this week? Like, I I don't know, man. But yeah, thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for giving me your listening ears. I always enjoy this. Like, I'm always hesitant. Like, today is Monday, and I was supposed to like make an episode yesterday, which was Sunday. But at the end of the day, all things works out for good for them who love the Lord. So, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm usually hesitant to like to start recording. But when I do, I'm always filled with smiles. And when I'm done recording, and when I'm done with the entire episode, in general, like I always have this big smile of accomplishment and happiness and fulfillment on my face. Like I always like it when, like, it's always scary starting a new episode because sometimes I feel like I don't know how to start, or I feel like I don't know what I'm going to say. You understand? But the trick there, the magic there is just start. Once you just start, it's going to come to you. The muse, like I always talk about in this book that I read, The War of Arts, the muse will always come to you once you resist resistance and just start. So don't stop postponing, stop saying one day I'm going to do it, one day I'm going to do it, one day I'm going to do it. Just have a day one. That is the moral of today's story. Day one, not one day. That's the greatest that I had last month. So thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for giving me your listening ears. I always enjoy doing this, man. Like I always, even though I don't get a lot of listeners, I always enjoy it. And to the new people that have subscribed, or should I say that are now following or subscribed to the podcast, welcome, welcome to this weird journey of this person who has this weird brain. Um, thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for giving me your listening ear. I'm still going to call it Twitter. I'm not going to call it X because if I want to tweet, if I want calling it X, what if I want to tweet something? Am I going to say I want to X something? What if I want to retweet something? Am I going to say I want to re-X something? What if I say follow me on Twitter? Am I going to say follow me on X? That doesn't even make any sense. It does not even begin to have any iota of sense. So I'm still going to continue calling it Twitter. I'm never going to stop calling it Twitter because Twitter is all it has always been and is what it will continue to be ad infinitum. So follow me on Twitter at General Prime One. And another thing again is that look at see thread. Facebook is just Mark Zuckerberg is just there. What is that? What is his name? Sir? Is he even Mark Zuckerberg or Mark Zuckerberg? I don't know, bro. All this fucking Jewish. I'm not. It's not like I'm a Jewish hater. I don't know why people hate Jews. About I don't know why that was like a point that I was trying to make. But what I'm trying to say is that he's there just looking, using one eye to look at Elon Musk. And any mistake that Elon Musk makes, he's going to scoop that up and use it as an advantage for himself. So him Elon Musk now fucking Twitter up is 1 point for Mark Zuckerberg, and he's going to Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know, man. I don't know how to pronounce this nigga's name. So, yeah. Where was I going with that? Don't Elon, don't allow Mark to steal your ideas because he's obviously going to look at. We have threads now. We have threads, and nobody like nobody. As fast as people enter threads, they've left it even faster. Nobody's on threads anymore. Do you understand? And nobody is enjoying it. So Twitter is supposed to be the fucking town hall of the of our planet. Don't allow it to be threads. Do you understand? Keep Twitter the way it's supposed to be and make it even better and enjoyable basically. So follow me on Twitter at General Prime One. If you want to like send me an email, fucking send email me at generalprime14@gmail.com. And yeah, if you want to work with me, just let me know, man. If you have any questions, if you have any ideas, just like tweet follow me on Twitter and like send me a tweet and like just talk to me, man. That's basically all I want. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys next week. All right, bye everybody.